All right, guys. I know the market is pretty bad right now, um, but a lot of these newer coins to me, they actually look really good. They actually look really good, and they give a lot of potential. I mean, you can see here what I'm about to say on this on GRT. Um, you know, I remember down here, on Pearl and everything else when we were grinding, and nobody it was the same. The market was dead. Nobody wanted to trade. Nobody wanted to buy. Everybody was scared it was going to roll over. But already this base is telling us, why is the market not dropping? Why is this market not dropping? What is going on here? Why this 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 should be dropping? If we were bearish, we probably should be dropping already, and we're not doing that. So what I'm saying is, if this is going to continue to base here, there's a very likely chance that this is all going to bark back to the upside. Now, another very important thing is, and a lot of these coins have this at this point in time, we start breaking this trend line, and it's probably game over. It's probably, I'm not going to say a certainty to bark back up, but we start breaking this trend line. We consolidate. The closer we get to this trend line, the more people are going to start to realize, hold on a minute, this market's not dropping. What's going on here? There must be something happening. And you can see here on the right hand side, of Pearl, how did these moving averages form? How did this structure form? Well, like you can see, this was a little bit down like that. I mean, it's not ideal. Of course, we had this, and then we put in this base, but you can see where we're at here. We are into the white moving average right here, and we're kind of into the white moving average right here. Now, have I drawn this wrong? Sorry, have I drawn this one wrong? And is this what we already have? Have we already put in the low? Is the low already in? Right. If you look at this and this, there's a bullish divergence on price. You can see. Let me take this out. You can see that there's a bullish divergence on price and the RSI. Okay, you can see there the RSI is rising, the price is dropping. You can see here RSI is rising and the price had dropped. Okay, that's a bullish divergence on the low. We are now coming off the lows and we are trying to recapture, as you can see here, the white moving average, and just here as well, where we captured the white moving average. Now, this consolidated and chopped. Yes, it did consolidate and chop for another month. Okay, that was another month of chop, but that month of chop is extremely bullish because the market cannot drop, the market cannot fall, the market cannot dip, the market, when the market cannot do something, the path of least resistance is the likely outcome. The market could not drop here in this chop, and the path of least resistance then became to the upside when participants, when traders, investors realized that the market was not dropping here, and then the path of least resistance is to buy. People start to buy again, and it comes back to the upside. I think that's what's going to happen in all of these newer coins. I know there's a lot of fear in the market right now, but I honestly think that this is setting up. Sorry, guys. Let me just close these. Okay, we start getting back above these moving averages in here, and start reclaiming support. We've already, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. When we got back above this white line that I just drew, let me draw that green. I don't want there to be any confusion here because this is extremely important. Look, when we got back and we reclaimed support, this low here, this low was a deviation below support. It was a deviation below support after an 82% drop, 84% drop, whatever you want to call that. Okay, now we have something very similar here. We're a deviation below the low. We have reclaimed resistance, which now becomes support. We are coming up into the moving averages, and we have also dropped, if these buttons would work. What was the last one? Look at this. This last one was potentially 84%, and you could say that this was 85% or maybe even 84%. The two of them are absolutely identical. Absolutely identical, guys. Now, for me, this is going to move into accumulation, and we are going to BART back to the upside. And this area here is where we need to be buying. Okay, well, maybe not that long out, but this to me looks like a buying range. This looks like a buying area, and it looks like the buyers to me are going to come back into this market, and these are going to go higher. And you can see what happened on Pearl, for example. If I measure this, and you bought just at the green line, that is a 15x. If you could buy, guys, and have a 15x at very little risk, where do you put your stop? You put your stop below the deviation. You put your stop down here, right down below, and the risk reward here is amazing. It's absolutely, you know, I would be blue in the face to try and tell people, but people don't want to buy until it's higher. Right? I'm just going to go 15x. We'll go 14.5x. I mean, that's what essentially happened on Pearl. It dwarfed the move. It dwarfed this previous move. We built a huge base here that rounded out. A rounding pattern is a bullish pattern. This rounded out and became very, very bullish. But how do you get 15x? Well, you need to buy down on the lows. You need to buy down on the lows. You need to buy on this white line, or green line, sorry. You need to buy down on this green line. A retest down here, right? I'm going to even set another alarm on it. Now, look at the volume. Look at the increase in volume here already. There's already a little bit of volume coming back in the fear in the market. You know, this is guys. These are opportunities that people need to see with open eyes and not scared eyes. Scared money doesn't make money in the market. You get to buy something here at 84% discount, and it's not quite 84 at the moment. I'll tell you exactly what it's at right now. It's still a 76% discount. Okay, it's still 76% discount, but you can see, these newer coins, they do like to get pumped. And you can see it was not a one and done here on Pearl, for example, in an almost identical structure. But the secret is to buy as low as possible. And this market structure is starting to develop into a bullish structure. I know there's a lot of fear. I know nobody wants to buy, but I can only present opportunities to you guys. I can't buy it for you. Now, maybe I'll be wrong, but this is a discount. This is an opportunity. Price holding above this green line, and you have to feel fairly secure about this. If we did start dipping below the green line, then you can be more worried, and especially if we dip below the lows. Okay, as you can see here on Pearl, of course there was dips. There was dips back down below the line. Anything below support was a buying opportunity. And this is not just GRT. A lot of these new coins look almost identical to this. So, I think that this GRT is a buy down here in and around this green line where support is. Okay, that's what I think. And you can have a stop below down here. I mean, the risk reward on that trade is quite fantastic. If I go in here to a long position and you buy at the green. Okay, let's just do this. For example, and who knows? Will it do 15x like the other one? I mean, I don't have that crystal ball, but what I'm saying is, what the fuck is that dot? If you don't like it, if you don't like the 30% risk or whatever it is down to here, and it doesn't even have to be to here. I mean, you could actually take that right up to here, and it becomes your risk to reward is 51.45. Okay, and that's with a stop below the lows. Now, if you did that here on Pearl, this trade would have worked out. And you don't have to go all in on this. Of course, you can just take a small trade or something. Anyway, it's just a trade idea at this point in time. I think there's opportunity here. Definitely something to keep an eye on. Anyway, I hope you all have a good weekend.